Hello friends, welcome back to this part of Go tutorials. Today we are going to see some of the important and basic functionalities of Go programming. For any typical language, there are some of the important things like conditional statements, loops, arrays, functions, structures. These are all the basic building blocks for any programming language. Similar to this, Go is also having its own rich set of those kind of functional constructs. Let us begin with, we can start from if and switch constructs. Similar to other conventional languages, traditional languages like C, C++, and Java, Go is also having its own conditional statement constructs like if else, switch constructs, all this stuff. Let us see those things and how their usage is in Go. Let us see them one by one. Let us start with the if statement. Already we have seen if, but still we can see some more details now. Okay, I am opening the command prompt now. So inside the command prompt, I am switching over to Go demo. This is the folder. I am going to create a new file, condition demo.go, package main, import fmt, function main. So I'm going to create a main function now. Inside the main function, I'm declaring a variable a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Now what I'm going to do, if a less than b, open the parenthesis, format dot println, let us do printf here, percentage d is big, yeah, else format dot printf, percentage d is big, comma b. So I am adding new line at the end of both statements. Okay, so this is a very simple if else construct. I'm going to compile the file, go build condition demo.go. So it will compile and generate a binary for me. Running the condition, 10 is big. So the value is being printed since I have been using here the printf with percentage %d. Right. So this is a very basic if construct we are seeing in any other programming language. If there is a condition, then we will open the braces and we are keeping on writing and the else block follows. Right. This is one of the thing. Now what we are going to do, instead of assigning the variables here, I am going to write assign the variables in the if itself. This is a new variant of if introduced in Go programming. I will show you. Let us leave this particular statement. I am deleting the entire set of data. Since you are already aware of the basic if else construct, I am going to write a new style of if else which is exclusive for Go. What I am going to do, I am going to start if. In the if statement itself, I am going to declare a value. So far, whenever you are using C, C++ or Java programming languages, inside if we are supposed to provide the condition, then after the statements and all, it will be get executed. But in Go, there is an enhanced form of if statement where an if construct it has a condition. Along with the condition, there is a short statement also can be given. I will show you an example how a short statement should be given along with the condition in if. First, I am going to do a colon equal to 10. I am assigning a value 10 in the if line itself. Earlier in the previous code structure, we have seen we have assigned the value here as a equal to 10. Now what I am doing at the line of if statement itself, I am assigning the value 10 to the variable a and I am putting a semicolon. Here I am going to add one more condition here, a less than 5, opening the brace, closing this. I am going to do format.println value of a is less than 5. So it is a very simple code I have written, What I am doing here at the command line, at the specification line of if statement, I am assigning some values to a variable and also doing the conditional check. So far what we have did in if statement we used to check the conditions alone, but now in Go it allows specifying some statements as well along with the conditions. Let us see how it compiles and executes. Save. I am going to compile the code // condition demo. Sorry. So the a value should be 2. That's why the condition will be true, right? If a is less than 5, it will print it. Yeah, I'm compiling the code, running this code. The value of a is less than 5. So what is the special while using if in Go is we can declare or assign using a short statement. This is called a short statement and condition while using the if. Go permits not only conditions, you can also provide a short statement in the if block. So when the condition satisfies, you can print like this. So I can also do value of a is less than 5, right? So what about the scope of the variables? I am going to print the value. So what I am going to do, fmt dot println the value, sorry, let us do it in the printf statement in a single line. No need to complicate. Format dot printf. Now what I am going to do, format dot printf value of a is percentage %d and it is less than 5. I am printing like this. So I am going to pass a here. So already I am declaring a variable a and I am trying to I am using the same variable for the condition. I am trying to access that particular variable inside the if block. Again I am going to compile / conditions. The value of a is 2 and it is less than 5. So like that it gets access to the variable which is declared in the short statement of if. Now I am going to access this particular variable outside the if statement block. That is, I am going to access the variable in else block. Right. In the else, what I am doing, format.printf value of a is percentage %d and it is greater than 5. So this is a simple code. I am trying to access the a here. Actually, we declared the short statement a colon equal to 2 in the if statement, but we are trying to access the same variable in else. Let us see what it happens here. I am going to compile the code. Yes, the value is 2, so it is being inside the if statement. Now I am going to change the value of a. Let us see how it get executed. Compile. See here, the value of a is 20 and it is greater than 5. So the else block is also getting executed. So what does it mean? Whenever you declare a short statement variable in a if statement, that particular variable is accessible both inside the if and also in the else block. So that is the scope of short statements while using in the if. Now, for a change, I am going to use the same variable a outside the if and else construct. What I am going to do, format.println a. Now I am going to compile my code. If you see like this, undefined a, the error prompts here. What does it mean? The variable scope declared in a short statement inside the if construct will be available only within if and else blocks. It cannot be available outside the if statement. So here cannot access the variable a assigned in if short statement outside the if else construct. So this is what the important thing when you are dealing with short statements in if. Right. Now I am just going to write some of the things here. Basic if with short statement. Short statement variables defined in if will be accessible only within the scope of if else construct. This is the important thing to be noted when using if with short statement. So I need to give one more point. If statement can accommodate a short operative statement along with the conventional conditional statement. In the languages like C, C++, and Java, it will allow permit only conditions for if. In case of Go, we are having one more liberty to include a short statement, which may be an operation or it may be some other stuff, so that you can do global initializations or anything, and it can be accessed within if and else block. That's all about the basic if construct. Now, already we are aware of the switch case statements in C, C++, Java and all. We are going to use the same switch statement in Go. How we are going to use the switch here. Let us see the details. Right. So here Pico switch demo.go. So I'm going to have package main import fmt function main again. So inside the main, what I'm going to do, I'm going to declare a variable name equal to abc, right? Perfect. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a switch statement. So already everyone knows in C language we used to have switch case is the construct structure. The same way we are going to use the switch here. Switch, what is the variable I'm going to use? In my case, I'm going to use the variable as name. Please note it, in C language and C++, it won't allow strings inside the switch blocks. It allows integers and characters. Whereas in Go, it allows any type of data type, even in functions or any statements, expressions. In languages, we will write the notes later. Let us start the code here. Okay, switch name. I need to write some cases for this. Case ABC fmt.println. First three alphabets. And I'm going to write one more case. fmt.println. Second set of three alphabets. And I'm going to write default fmt.println not belongs to first and second set of three alphabets. Right. So I'm having three case statements here. Here you can notice there is no need for break statements here. So whenever we use in switch cases in C, C++ or Java, once a particular case got executed, the control will be transferred to the next case. It will check if it is true, it will permit the next case as well. So it will keep on running all the cases apart from default. So we need to break each and every case using a break statement here. Using a break statement at the end of switch whenever we are using C, C++ or Java. But in Go, it is smarter enough. It will break the statement after the case got completed. So no need to break them implicitly. So in Go constructs, whenever a case got completed for a switch, then that particular switch construct will be exited. It won't go to the next case. Only the applicable case will get executed. Right. Let us try to compile this code. go build switch demo, first three alphabets. So this is the data I have given. So instead of ABC, what I'm going to do, DEF now. Sorry, name equal to DEF. I'm going to compile it, run the code. Second set of three alphabets. Again Pico. Now I'm going to change that GHI build, and if you run it, not belongs to first and second set of three alphabets. So the switch construct is working very well. Please note there is no break statement needs to be given after the end of every case, because only that particular case which is applicable will get executed and the case construct will be terminated after that. So this is a very important thing to be noted while using switch cases in Go programming language. This is the first thing. The another one is, in Go programming language, the switch statement supports strings, whereas in C, C++, it will support only integers and floats and single characters. These are all the very important things to be noted down. So while using the basic switch, break statement is not needed, as every case will complete the switch construct when it gets executed. The next thing, important thing is, switch statement can test a string, an integer, a character, expressions, statements, etc. Whereas in C, C++, it will support only constants, that too integer, float and character variables. These are all the important differences between C, C++ and Go programming language when using simple basic switch construct. Right. Let us go one step further. What we are going to do now is, we have introduced the short variable declaration, right? The short statement in if. Similar to this, even switch supports the short statement. How we can do this? The same variable assignment, right? We can do here also. Name colon equal to ghi and semicolon. Semicolon is a statement to separate your short declaration and switch condition, right? So this is the very simple usage of short statement in switch. I'm going to compile here. Same execution, the same output is there. So there is no change in any change in the output, but the usage of short statement to be noted in the switch expressions. So in C, C++ and all, switch supports only variable, or I mean constant variables, whereas in Go you can add short statements to switch statements as well. Short statements are nothing but any kind of expressions or declarations or anything whatever you wish to do, but it can be done while declaring the switch statement itself. Similar to if condition, we can include a short statement containing declaration or assignment for any switch test. So whenever here what we are going to do, we are testing the variable name, but before that we are assigning the value to the same name variable in using the short statement in switch itself. So this is short statement with testing the variable name, right? So this is all about switch statements. Right. So this is a simple switch statement we used to have in our code. Right. What I am going to do, I am going to write one more switch code here. Switch. So I may declare one more variable here. Now this time I am going to have an integer a equal to 10. Sorry, a equal to 1. Switch a. This is a very simple code. What I am going to do, case 1 format dot println value is 1. Default as usual in C, C++, Java, how it executes the same way here also in Go. That is, whenever all the cases are not applicable, any of the cases is not applicable for the given variable test, then automatically default statement will be executed. So here is an example that we have given the name as GHI, but ABC, neither ABC nor DEF matches. So automatically the default statements get executed. Yeah, similar to the same way how it behaves in C, C++ and other languages. Yep, right. Value is 1. Here the value is not equal to 1. So this is another simple if statement switch statement I am using. Let us see how it gets executed. Build switch demo. See here the value is 1 because I am assigning the value to the variable a as 1. So I'm going to similarly I'm going to remove the value assignment there. I will show a colon equal to 1 semicolon. The same way how we did earlier, I'm just following this time for integers. The same output we are getting. It is as simple as that. Now what I am going to do, I am going to delete the variable totally. Earlier we just had the test variable in switch. Now I have removed the test variable as well. Only the switch statement without any variables, anything to test. I am simply getting using my switch statement here. Gonna compile the code. Here invalid case 1 in switch. What does it mean? Since we don't have anything given in our switch block, so we are not supposed to test it with any of the cases. This is very much important to note. Whenever you use a variable like a or name or something in the switch, then only you can determine the value of variable could be like this and you can do your case statements. But here I have removed the variable totally out. So the case is not at all available and not at all matched with any of the variables. So the compiler is complying now. So what I am doing, I am just deleting the statements, case statement from the switch block. Now I am compiling the code. See here, the value is not equal to 1. So even though I don't have any cases in my switch block, I have just a default statement is there. But consider here in the switch I am not having any test variables also. So this is called empty switch statement without any test variables. So it is permissible in Go programming language to use switch without any test variables. That means implicitly Go will consider this empty switch as switch true. So it assumes the switch is true and just by the virtue of considering the switch statement true, it permits the compiler to get inside the switch construct. The compiler will just run the default block which is given inside and that's it. So that is the way we can use the switch construct in 3 ways. First, we can give a normal test variable for switch as usual in other programming languages. Next one is we can add one more short statement for assigning and kind of any operations to the switch so that we can access the variables inside all our case blocks. And the third one is without even giving any short statements, even the test variables, a simple switch statement along with the code inside. But you are not supposed to provide any cases, only default should be given for empty switches. So if you specify an empty switch, the compiler will understand it is switch true, and whatever you do, it will simply permit the compiler inside the default statement and it will get executed. So that's all about the empty switch block that needs to be known here. So here, if you compile and run, automatically the value is not equal to 1. It is being printed here. So I can just name it something meaningful. Empty switch default block. So I'm compiling and running the code. We can see the empty switch default block. So switch without a condition. This is called an empty switch. So empty switches should not contain any case statements. Default is the only permissible block inside empty switch. On seeing an empty switch, the compiler will understand it as switch true and permits the execution to the default statement. So this is what we need to know about the switch statements. So we have seen varieties of if usages and switch statements. Some important things like short assignment variables or short operation variables and all in if and switch statements, and using switch statement without any conditions, and no usage of a break in between any of the switches. All these are some of the cool features introduced in if and switch constructs when dealing with Go programming language. In the next session, we will see much more detail about some of the looping constructs in Go. So if you have any doubts or any confusions, or if you want to discuss something, please provide them in the comment section below. I will definitely answer to each and everyone's individual comments. Please click the subscribe button to get updates on the video, and also don't forget to click the bell button. Whenever a video get updated, you will get notified immediately. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the video. Let us meet in the next section. Bye.